welcome back to Open, everyone. Bueno, June is Caribbean American Heritage Month, mi gente, and we celebrate the rich and diverse contributions of Caribbean Americans to the United States, which brings us to our next guest. Born and raised in New York to parents from Jamaica and Barbados, she is the quintessential Jane of trades with an expansive 20 plus years in the entertainment, music, and fashion industry. She has worn many hats while continuing to further the Caribbean culture. Director of Caribstar Radio on iHeartRadio and host of The Morning Tea, giving listeners a daily dose of positivity, inspiration, fashion tips, and lots of energy to get you through the day. She is also the founder of Phyle Global, a style consultancy firm with a mission to empower women on their fashion style journey. And joining us now to share more is Director of Caribstar and Phyle Global founder, Syntyche Clarke. Oh, it's so wonderful to meet you.
It's wonderful to meet you too.
I'm so
Such
sorry.
energy.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yes, we're celebrating Caribbean.
Yes, we are.
American
all day, every
heritage.
day.
All day, every day. And you've made a career out of that.
I have.
That's amazing.
Yes, and I'm so grateful every day. I mean, growing up in my household, my mom is from Barbados, my dad is Jamaican, so that was really steeped in me, that the values, the culture, everything. So my household was always food, music. Food, music, and church.
Yes.
That was my upbringing, and going to the parties as a young girl, the basement parties, hearing the music, the rhythm and the bass. I knew that reggae and dancehall was something that, and on all calypso, soca. I knew that the entertainment industry is somewhere I wanted to be. But growing up in a Caribbean household, you either had to become a doctor, a lawyer, a teacher, or a nurse. So that was what my parents wanted me to do. However, my mother calling me the wayward one, I went my own way. I was always going to be my own person,
right.
Yeah? And so entertainment kind of found me in an early age.
You know, but reading through your bio, yeah, right, and we can't go through every single thing, you've earned your position. And it's beautiful because I speak universe terms. It's like you moved in a way that you were just being like put in certain positions of like, yeah, oh, okay, I'm gonna have a taste of that, yeah, and I'm gonna have a taste of that.
That's exactly how it happened, actually. Yeah.
Right.
From day one.
And in a male-dominant field.
A very male-dominated field to this day.
Let's talk about that, because you know we just started with women empowerment, yeah, so let's have more conversation about
let's
women empowerment and how it's been for you getting to where you are now.
Yeah, I mean, so I have to say it is a male-driven industry, the
right,
entertainment industry. However, the persons that I've worked with on my journey, I started out as a assistant to Robert Livingston, who was the manager then for Shaggy, and coming into that environment, that was Hot Shot when it wasn't me dropped, so it was a big deal. But coming into the environment, I was always like the little sister, so it was easy for me to transition. And then when I met my now husband and business partner Bobby Clarke, who started Irie Jam Radio 31 years ago, again just graduating or moving into radio there, again it was just like family. So it wasn't like I was fighting.
Right.
To get to,
but have your position,
my position,
or
however,
even have your voice heard.
Right, but I had to make my mark.
Right.
And as women, it's something that we have to do. There's still a huge, financial gap as far as pay, wages.
Right.
We still have to break down walls. However, right, I think being true to yourself, holding your own, and you'll get there.
Right, and you said make your mark, right? Not only
absolutely,
in a financial, not only in monetary form, but even through niche, right?
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
What is your niche?
Me, Caribbean women, mm-hmm, empowering Caribbean women, Caribbean people on a whole. Caribbean
right,
people are my niche. Those are my people,
right?
And celebrating who we are, what we've done here in America, how we continue to celebrate and come together as a Caribbean nation, and what that looks like.
Right, and I get that you're saying women, right? Because women are the ones who need like more help in the sense of like having alliances, not really help. It's more of like,
coming together.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
Because we know how they say about women and working together, there is this kind of cattiness.
Right.
And we aim to dispel that. You know, we do work together well. We do, well, you know, once you find your person, once you find your people, you know, we're able to empower one another.
And so when you play your music,
Yeah.
how do you do it on a discovery basis or more on a popular basis, or do you kind of fuse the two?
It's important to fuse the two. I mean, obviously, yeah, you want to play what's popular and, you know, the artists that are out there hitting, but it's also important to send the elevator back down, ensuring that all voices are heard, not just what's popular, but the up and coming. You know, there's a lot of up and coming talent here in the diaspora and also back in the Caribbean that want their music played, and that want to be heard, male and female. And so our aim at Caribstar Radio is to do just that.
So I'm asking you that because let's just say someone's listening. How do they submit to you? How do they get your attention? We
sure.
highlight a lot of artists here.
Yeah, sure, absolutely. So Caribstar Radio, at Caribstar Radio or caribstarradio.com, that is where you can submit your music, and our programming department listens to it, and once it's air friendly, we go ahead and play it. We're very supportive.
And so, because I definitely want to talk a little bit about style file,
Yeah, sure.
right? And then the fashion component, right? So the fashion, right? As women,
Yes, we love to look good. Men too. I focus on women, but we do love to look good.
yeah. But in going through that website, what
Yeah.
I noticed is like a whole system. It's almost like
Yeah.
personalized
Yeah.
to
Oh,
each
yeah.
individual.
Yes.
So just talk to me about how you even got to that
Sure.
place,
Sure,
right?
sure, sure,
Because
sure.
it's like, oh, okay, wait a minute, I can choose my stylist. And,
Yeah.
like that's pretty.
Sure.
That's quite the task, I
Yeah.
would say too. No.
Yes, but
Managing-
we make it fun.
Okay.
We make it fun. And they say, you know, once you love something, once you're passionate about it, it doesn't feel like work. So I started, my very first foray into fashion would be when back at Irie Jam, my husband, my business partner at the time, asked me
We
to
gotta come up with
produce
a fusion of a business
Right.
husband, like
life partner.
life partner. No, like a partner, husband, like
All
type
those
of word.
things.
Yeah. Sorry, I didn't mean to. Go ahead, go
So
for it.
he
Go for it.
tasked me to produce a fashion show for an event that we were having. And that was, I want to say, maybe 12, 15 years ago. And when I started that, I saw an avenue where there are a lot of Caribbean fashion designers here in the New York tri-state area that didn't have a voice or an outlet. And so starting there, that was Caribbean Fashion Rocks at the time, that was my very first foray into fashion, producing fashion shows. And we did about 12 years of that. And so it was noticing that we had so many designers. I was like, oh my God, we have to give them a platform. And then further to that, just kind of working with designers here in the diaspora and back in Jamaica, I realized that we're not really expressing ourselves through style. A lot of us love to look good, but we're not sure how to put it together. Or we just have anxiety around going to the malls, knowing what a capsule wardrobe look, the 10 pieces that you must have in your wardrobe. And so I'm getting my business.
I know
Southbound Global aims to work with women to either discover, cultivate, and elevate their style. And we believe that style is a relationship and it's a journey. It's not just an overnight thing. You take your time to discover your voice. We all have a style voice. We all have a uniform, whether we believe it or not. There's something that we always gravitate to, whether it be sweats and a tee, whether it be a black and white top, whatever it is. We love our colors, our silhouettes. We all have a style, and our aim is just to kind of arm our clients with the tools that they need to share their journey.
All right, so talk to me about that system.
Yeah, sure.
Right, you go to the website, you type in your information, and it kind of like it guides you in I guess trying to figure out what it is that you're looking for.
Sure.
And so how let's just say somebody who's maybe a
so
little
if you-
intimidated with being online and giving your information and not knowing what the results are going to be. Let's just help them out here.
So I always encourage everyone to take our assessment, right? So once you take the assessment, then you and it comes back to me, I then reach out to you to say, all right, well, let's jump on a call. And when I jump on a call, I can kind of gauge where everybody's going because I would have had the assessment. I know what their size are, what they liked, what they don't like. I ask about what movies they like growing up, what colors, what things that they, what books they gravitated to. All those things play a part. It's a science. All those things play a part in what your style voice is. And so, it's never a rigid process. Again, this is almost like therapy for me. right? And for my
Nice.
clients.
Nice.
And so we aim to just kind of dispel any issues that you may have in and around therapy or clothing or what your wardrobe looks like. We aim to take you from chaos to calm.
Nice.
To clarity.
Nice.
Yeah, and it's a process. It takes time, but I like to tell my clients it is a journey. We start from point A, and I take you all the way to point Z, holding your hand.
I love this. I love everything about everything you're doing.
Thank you.
Because you're very deliberate.
Thank you.
And you're serving
am.
this
I am.
purpose.
Yes,
and you're
thank you.
elevating our community. I want to say our community because,
No, it is our
Caribbean.
community.
Caribbean.
Absolutely.
Yes,
It is our community.
yes,
For
it's
sure.
beautiful.
For sure.
It's beautiful. Do you have any last words you want to share?
I mean, I just want us to all come together as a Caribbean community. It's important that we're celebrating where we're from, wherever you're from in the Caribbean. Caribstar Radio, we're here. We're on iHeart. We're 103.5 FM HD3. Please log on. And I'm not sure where this is airing, but June 29th, I'm inviting you
Yeah?
to come to Brooklyn,
Oh.
cross the bridge.
Okay.
We're having Gramps Morgan from Morgan Heritage performing live at Crown Hill Theater. So come on down and let's have a drink, some rum punch. Yeah.
Okay,
Have a rum
yeah,
punch.
yes,
Listen to some Bob Marley.
Oh, honey.
And then throw up. Yeah.
Oh, no, you my Jamaican sister. All right, and
Yes.
Barbados.
And Barbados, yes, I'm a little mixy.
Oh,
So I'm
looking forward to
inviting
it.
all of BronxNet TV fam. Come on down.
Love that.
And let's have fun.
I love it.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to it. June 29th.
June 29th.
Yeah, we didn't mention that, but
Crown Hill, yeah.
that's all right. We can send them to your
Website.
your handles,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
So,
yeah,
all right, you
absolutely.
guys, once again, Syntyche, it rolled off. Syntyche Clarke, that is. Once again, director of
Nice to meet
Caribstar
you.
and Style Phyle Global founder. Once again, you can listen to the Morning Tea Monday to Thursday, 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. on 103.5 FM, Caribstar Radio, and on iHeart Radio,
Yes.
right? And for more on Style Phyle Global, you can visit stylephyleglobal.com. All right, stay tuned. More open after the break.